Nah.
Does your asshole itch?
No. Okay.
Welcome to the I Regret Nothing podcast.
I Regret Nothing podcast.
Sweet.
With Mike J and Pedro.
Hey guys, what about me?
I regret nothing.
I regret nothing.
Hey, dickheads, you forgot about me, Matt Baguette.
We regret nothing.
I regret everything. Everything I've ever done.
What up, y'all? May 23rd. It's been like a fucking month and a half since we've done this.
We'll never get to 100 at this rate.
Never. We are very poor at maintaining a good schedule, which, if you read up on how to have a successful podcast, doing them on schedule is very important. But here's the thing. We do it live. If we didn't do these live, we could probably record a bunch of them in a row, and we could just always release them.
Oh, absolutely.
Time. But I think doing it live is half the fun, right?
Yeah.
We've got all these dipshits that pretend they like us. They spend some of their important parts of the day listening to us bullshit, talk to each other, give each other
they can't even hear us.
And sometimes
They don't even hear us talking.
They don't hear us?
Yeah, they don't hear us. They always complain, oh, we can't hear you.
Oh, I thought you were saying
okay.
it now, because I'm like,
Yeah,
I can literally see the visual EQ moving. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing, and I've told you this before. We don't have a producer. I'm actually producing this live while we do this, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So the fact that this has even happened 80 times now is pretty crazy. But thanks for those who have that has stuck with us through the thick and thin. I want to shout out to the podcast's biggest fan. He is my wife's boyfriend. He listens to us religiously, and he told me a couple weeks ago, he was like, "When's the new episode coming out, man?" And I'm like, I don't know. We just got to have time to do it. And then I realized we hadn't done one.
Hey there, Mike J's wife's boyfriend.
Yeah. Shout out.
How do you do?
Shout out to my wife's boyfriend. Nobody else wants to shout him out? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Shout
boys?
out! No!
Thanks, guys. But the most important topic we need to discuss right off the bat is that
This
these
is huge.
came in. Okay, I know we announced this on April Fools, and you all thought we were kidding. We were not kidding. This is not just a gimmick box. In fact, I'm going to open it on air so you can see what is my first bidet. Here we go. It's in the plastic. See the little logo? That shit's legit. This shit came from China.
You know what
Say
you
it
should
with
do
me.
right now?
Say it with me.
Vagina.
Came from China.
Vagina.
Vagina.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
Look at that.
China.
Just beautiful.
It's-
You know what
it's
you should
real.
do right now?
What should I
Like,
do?
you should lick that thing.
No.
Lick it.
No, but I will
And
read to you
sign it.
what is
And
I'll
sell it
read
for
to you
like 50
the
more.
quotes, the testimonials on the back of the box for everybody. From Crotchy, no more brown stains on my balls. From Champ, woof woof bark bark woof woof rough. Thank you, Champ. The best thing to splash inside of me since Mike J himself. That's from McKinley, my wife. And then, it's a beautiful thing. Now all of my sins are wiped away, from Vince. I don't think he gets it. I don't think he gets it. But this is the back of the box, so everybody can see. This shit's real. They are currently on sale, and they are discounted right now if you head over to the Running with Scissors shop at postalgames.com, postalswag.com, runningwithscissors.com, go postal.com. These may be a limited item. I don't know. I mean, we got to see how well they sell. We've sold quite a few of them already, and I'd like to sell out. So if you've been contemplating getting a bidet, or if you just have not had a chance to use one and you hear me talking about it, or you played Postal 4 and you're like, what is this fucking idiot going on about? You should buy one. They hook up pretty easily. They pretty much connect to any toilet. And, fix your life, boys.
And
Also,
yeah,
the sick thing, I wouldn't throw the box away. The art that Andy made for it looks sick.
Yeah,
Like, it looks great.
Yeah, it's really cool. We didn't think we were going to do this. This was kind of a joke I made before the pandemic. And I even looked it up. I thought about ordering these before the pandemic, and I was like, nah. But at the time, it wasn't like a big topic in our games yet. Then it became one, and it was like, oh, now it's the middle of the pandemic. Can't order bidets anymore. But, we did it. A little bit late. But you can't say we weren't talking about this a long time ago. So get yourself one. Just get them. $50. But discounted right now, 15% off. Just like almost everything else on our store right now is about 15% off. So head over to the Running with Scissors store and order some bullshit. I want to show you the new dolls we got, too. We got this one. This is
beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
the Postal 4.
I know someone who really likes
The
that.
Postal 4 dude
Postal
doll.
4's
I'm not
wife
sure you can hear
from
him.
Twitter.
People wanted to know which voice actor we were going to have for it. Obviously, John, we have multiple dolls with Rick, multiple dolls with Corey. Here's one with Corey right here. This is the Postal 3 dude doll. The one that all of you Russian simps have been fucking going on about for so long. Except, actually, they've been begging for a corkscrew one, which that's not happening. But here you go.
Maybe I should have kept the ponytail. Sissy.
I like this one, even though I hate the game.
It sucks we can barely hear it because in real life they are pretty loud.
They
so...
are. They are pretty loud. And
Well,
then last but
the-
not least, we have the Postal movie dude,
Yeah.
starring Zach.
Sorry, we're closed. And another one bites the dust.
So if you haven't collected all the Postal dude dolls, head on over to our website and order all of them. You can get them. You can get a doll combo pack that's already discounted 25%, and then get another 15% off right now for the Vincent Desiderio birthday sale going on right now on the Running with Scissors store. Yeah, it was his birthday 2 days ago, and so we're celebrating it on our website by putting everything on sale. Not everything. The physical games on console, those aren't on sale. They don't make any money, so we can't put them on sale. And we don't have very many left. So if you haven't picked up your copy of Postal 4 on PlayStation or Postal Redux on Switch or PlayStation, do it now, because when these are gone, you will not be able to get them anymore. That's it. The only other one that's potentially coming out soon is brain damaged physicals that hopefully will get done in the not too distant future. It is in process, but Go Mouse wants me to flex. Should I flex?
Yeah, sure.
It's not that.
Why not?
There's not much. There's not much. Not much right here.
It's gonna be someone's wallpaper after a lock screen.
I'm doing some HGH right now, so we're gonna see if I turn into one of those fucking idiots.
You're gonna turn into Zac Efron.
Tiny head, big body.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just talked about this. I watched Iron Claw last night, and I know like half of our fan base are hardcore wrestling fans, so I figure this would be a good cheap pop to people like Pedro. Pedro, have you even seen Iron Claw?
Not yet.
Wow.
No.
You're the
I
biggest
haven't
wrestling
seen it
fan
either.
of us all.
I don't.
Probably.
I'm not even a wrestling fan.
I used to be a wrestling fan back before I grew pubes, and the movie was fucking horrible. Well, I mean, it was
For
really
what-
good
for
movie,
what it's
but
worth.
it's very sad movie.
For what it's worth, I'm more of a fan of the old stuff. The new stuff doesn't appeal so much to me.
Well,
But yeah, I mean,
the
it's
movie
on
is
my
the
bucket
old
list.
this
to
is
watch for
literally
sure.
the old stuff. This is like before wrestling was.
This is from
huge.
this is the 70s, right?
1980. It starts in 1980.
Okay, yeah, that should be
Okay.
very interesting then.
Yeah, it's about the
I'm-
Von Erich brothers. I don't know if that means anything to
Oh,
you.
okay.
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting. gonna watch
Yeah.
that
So if
for
you want to
sure.
be really sad, watch the Iron Claw. Because last night I was like, McKinley, let's watch this wrestling movie. I didn't know the premise, and then at the end of the movie, she's like, "What the fuck did you just make me watch?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know. That was really sad."
I don't know how accurate it is to the real story, but I know that it's
they
pretty
left. They
accurate.
even left one brother out of the movie
Yeah.
because it was literally just a repeat of another brother. So
Right,
it's
right.
worse. The real story is actually worse.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah, that is bad. I know they consulted with the family to make the movie, and they were part
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
production.
Yeah, it's fucked
That
up.
should be interesting. Yeah.
And also,
Definitely gonna
we
be
just
on
finished
my watch
watching
list.
Shogun this week. If you guys haven't watched Shogun, that shit is
Yeah.
phenomenal. Phenomenal. It's like
Doesn't have much gore though.
it does have some, but it's really good, and it's like 75% in Japanese. So I'm sure.
Oh, you know why I said that though, because of John.
Yeah. Well, he'll watch it eventually. So
Yeah, we'll make him.
yeah. Postal 4. What's going on with Postal 4, Pedro? You're the guy to talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I might actually let Carl say something because it's his vending machine after all. So, Carl, go ahead.
Yes, my vending machine's finished. It is a vending machine that will allow you to purchase weapon skins. You don't have to use actual money to buy them. They're free in the game. They're I believe you just use the in-game money that you get from killing people to buy them. Correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Actually, no, it's microtransactions, real money, because we wanted to steal money from our fans.
Yeah, we're actually
Yes.
just gonna do a quick exit scam. We're gonna take as much money from you as possible, and then we're gonna shut Postal 4 down.
Yeah, we'll just pull the
Yeah.
rug.
Yeah, we figured we'd just make like an extra 50K and run away laughing. No, there's more happening. Obviously, co-op is still in development. We are actively
We are
testing,
testing it.
right
I mean,
now. So
Yeah.
hopefully in the next few months that will be out.
And workshop it will also be a thing for those of you who hate the story of Postal 4
Yeah.
and who would like to, give your own spin on the game.
Yeah, I
If
got to
you like
answer a
the
guy's question
gameplay.
on Instagram, actually, but a guy on Instagram did ask if we were actually going to have full workshop support or if it would be just like able to replace skins on weapons. And the answer is it's going to be full workshop support. You're going to be able to make total conversions. It's not as simple to set up as it used to be with Unreal whatever we used on Postal 2, Unreal 1.
4.27.
Yeah, well, that's what we're on now. I'm just saying it's not as easy on 4 as it was once upon a time.
Oh, on 2, yeah.
But it will be there, and we implore you, make your own Postal 4 or remake Postal 3. We don't care. Fucking go for it, bro. What else? Anything else with Postal 4?
I mean, if they're curious about, Pedro teased it on our social medias, but some of the cosmetics are gonna be like new shovel models, new machete models, new weapon skins, like for like the rocket launcher, the rattler,
Many
and
weapons.
what else? Yeah,
There
yeah,
are-
a lot more. Yeah,
There
and,
are some reskins, but there are also some new 3D models, like the shovels. You have the serrated shovel that you had back in early access. Some of
It looks even
some of
better now.
you
Yeah.
have asked us to bring it back, so we brought it back better than it was before. So yeah, there you go. And machetes, you cannot complain about the machete model anymore because there are many to choose from, and I've showed you.
Trust me
on our
when I
social
tell you
media.
this. They can complain about anything they want.
Oh yeah, they can, of course, but
they will.
they will have less reasons now because there's a lot of machetes, and they're not just reskins; they're actual 3D models. So yeah, it's all in the new vending machine.
Wow.
And we are adding soon the DLSS and FSR. I mean, we talked about it before, but it's coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, also, that is very important because performance, but also a lot of new areas have been improved in
Touched
many
up.
ways. We've showed you some of them, not all of them.
We showed
but
you
we've
just
showed
a
you
little,
some,
like
10%
10% of what's been changed. Yeah,
but
a lot
there
of stuff
will.
has
Some people are saying, "Oh, okay, so it looks better, but that will lag my PC even more. The game doesn't perform well on my PC." Actually, some of those improvements also include performance improvements. So if anything, the maps will run better for you, and will also look better in the process. So there you go. Everybody wins.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good
shit.
Postal Jam 2 coming soon. We're gonna set that up
Yep.
soon.
We will have the second edition of the Postal Jam this year. It's gonna be starting in June. We will still provide you more details, like what will be the main theme. But if you don't want to follow a specific theme, you can still, do your own postal thing, as long as it's postal related. We will have an announcement soonish. Nothing new yet, but just to let you guys know that starting in June, you can look forward to a new Postal Jam. So get your teams, get your tools ready, and yeah, make something cool.
Wow. We fucking
Yeah.
did it.
We fucking did it.
Can you add sex to Postal 4, Pedro?
We have 2 instances of sex in Postal 4. If you play the game, you will actually see that. If you didn't, then you ask something like that.
I think they want like actual control, like you can move the mouse back and forth.
Oh, like the hot coffee mod.
Oh, I just started playing a sound by accident.
They can do their own nut coffee when they have the workshop support. So
Yeah, or they can just unzip and then crouch.
Yeah,
There
you
go.
guys can add sex on your own one day.
Yeah.
You can turn
Real
Postal
sex.
4 into Bone Town. I don't care. Do it
A
yourself.
game that
They will do it.
Vince actually produced.
He said,
he said-
joke question, by the way. But I don't believe
We
it.
get a lot of those though.
Yeah.
I mean,
day.
they did do the sex update for the game Cult of the Lamb after enough people ask online. So
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then you know what? Fuck it. Let's scrap all future plans and just turn Postal 4 into Pornstal 4.
Yep. Well, to be honest, I don't know. They said sex update ? Something like that on their Twitter. If this post get enough like, we will do it.
It
And
didn't.
they got like so many followers and like they're like, all right, we're doing it. So
We didn't
I don't
get
know if it will
enough.
work for us. Yeah, we didn't get enough.
Yeah, we only got 5,000 asks, not 6,000.
Yep.
Stellar Blade Studio is now considering a PC release.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a Sony game. Of course, it's gonna come to PC.
Of course, they're doing it for all of them now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
gonna be interesting. I am wondering though if it will come out uncensored, because the PS5 version came censored from what we've seen in the trailers and in the gameplay, both in blood and both in cleavage. So they will drop the ball and at the same time look really dumb if they, don't release it uncensored on PC. We'll see. But I mean,
think it will be the same as the PS5, just with better graphics. Yeah.
just because they cannot, they cannot have like a superior version on another console, probably.
Yeah, I mean it's Sony, so I don't know why they would want it to be.
Hold on,
different.
they censored their own game.
Yeah. Actually, I mean, they forced the developers to censor it. It's not. Is it really? I don't think it's made by PlayStation Studios itself. I'm not very informed about
No,
this.
but it's published by PlayStation. That's what I meant.
It's published by PlayStation, but it's not developed by them. So
Mm-hmm.
they actually asked the developers to censor it, which sucked, and it got a lot of backlash. But again, it's not something that you can blame the developers. It's something that you have to blame PlayStation for.
Yeah.
It is what it is. We'll just hope that the PC version, which I'm excited about, is uncensored in both ways.
Yeah.
Could be interesting.
I'm not too worried because they just
Mods.
released PlayStation Ghost of Tsushima on Steam, and it's doing really well. It's performing really well. So
I'm not worried because there will be mods.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, just so everybody knows, Pedro needs more cleavage.
I need more
Yeah.
cleavage. I need
More
the
bounce.
cleavage.
It's not fun for him unless he can see tits.
Yeah, like if the only way they could make it better is if they add one hand gameplay mode. So
What
I
about
can play
a
with only one
controller that you
hand.
attach to your cock, and as you stroke it, you
Yeah.
move forward?
I mean, I already have a joystick, but yeah, if I could use the other joystick.
Two
for it.
joysticks.
Two joysticks.
Double fisting those joysticks. From Software drops another story trailer for Elden Ring's Shadow of the Erd Tree DLC.
Yeah.
It
I
looks
won't be
good.
playing that.
Oh
I
yeah, you
will
don't
day
play.
one. I already pre-ordered months ago. but yeah.
5 minutes I played of Elden Ring and decided it wasn't for me.
That's true. I remember that now. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's amazing. It's top 3 games of all time for me.
it's a really
So
good game.
it's
But if you don't like the Souls like,
yeah, you have
kind
to
of
be into
games,
the
it's-
Souls
No,
games.
no,
Yeah.
I don't need to prove how good I am at gaming.
you don't
I
want to
like s-
roll
I
forever.
like story mode.
Yeah,
I'm into.
it's a really good game.
I'm into just.
a lot of people.
I'm into just like pressing X and the boss gets defeated. And I'm
You
like, I
should play
fucking-
Hellblade then, the new Hellblade game.
Is
Yeah,
it that easy?
Yeah, it is. It's a walking simulator. Yeah,
You mean
and it's a
like
short game.
Death
you
and
might
and it's
Stranding?
and it's 5 hours long. Yeah. So
Mm, I need a little more than 5 hours. I can't do.
Have you
that.
played the first one?
No.
it's good. Yeah.
Play the first one, and if you like the vibes, like the schizo vibes, then you might like the second one. The second one is a work of art.
I'll think
Beautiful.
about it.
Yeah,
I'll
it
think
is,
about it.
yeah.
I haven't played much games lately. Like I did start replaying God of War, then I sort of fell away from that again.
You're getting mentally prepared for GTA 6, so it's fine.
GTA
when that
6, Death Stranding 2. Those
Oh,
are
yeah,
games
yeah.
that I'm looking forward to.
They're
No
short
worries.
games, so you might like it. They are very easy to consume.
Mm. Yeah, I haven't played much after Alan Wake 2, other than Alan Wake 2 again,
yeah.
and all the other games from Remedy, actually.
Yeah.
After 3 years on the Epic Game Store, the Kingdom Hearts series is finally releasing on Steam.
Finally.
Finally.
Might grab it.
I was actually thinking, hey, we'll probably not have, this game on Steam. It took forever for them, but I still held my ground and I didn't buy it on Epic. I didn't even buy it on PlayStation, simply because after a while I just lost interest. But hey, I mean, it's on Steam. A lot of people can finally enjoy it, so that's really cool.
Was Epic the publisher of it, or did they just sign?
No,
an
they own
exclusive
the
deal?
the right for the PC version, like to publish the PC version. Yeah.
Got it.
But they have
Um,
they usually have that one, like the PlayStation, they have that 1 year
Mhm.
like guarantee on their platform, and then they can publish it on other platforms.
Yeah, I know. I still am reading fucking people screaming on the Alan Wake 2 subreddits about they
Yeah.
refuse to play it. They refuse to play
It will
on-
be. It will come to Steam eventually, I'm sure. Yeah.
No, they're even console gamers are screaming they won't buy it until it's physical.
Yeah. Yes, I remember.
I need to own
Yeah.
my games.
Il Jacko, can you email me about that with as many details as you can?
Yeah, Pedro says he
not be-
might unban you.
No, this is a situation where he got hacked and, the hackers started shooting
Hacked.
links. Hacked. No, he actually got hacked. I know this guy.
And Carl dropped
Oh.
off. And
Oh, shit.
all of our borders are all fucked up right now.
Oh shit.
Sorry, guys. You can
Fuck.
see part of me in Pedro, part of me in Commander Carl, and part of me in Matt, and myself.
That's why we do it live.
We'll do it live.
why we do
and
this shit
if I
live,
stretch
yeah.
myself like this, maybe you can see me. He says he lost power.
Oh, he lost power.
Yeah. No, you can't.
Well,
even
I'm
see
not
me.
fixing the way it looks. I literally can't. I can't do it on the fly. It's not happening. So you're going to see it like this for a little while. Sorry. For those of you listening later, you don't know what's going on. So you're actually probably having a better idea. Would someone respond to him and say no? If he gets power, he should come back. Because I really don't want to spend time fixing these fucking boxes.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Take-Two CEO says he's highly confident GTA 6 will make its release window. And that is fall of 2025? Fall 2025?
Yes, I
Yeah.
think it will be fine this time. Yeah, they had enough time, and I'm pretty confident. They didn't go for a straight date. They still didn't really say a date, like officially Rockstar themselves. So, but I think it will
I
be
think
fine.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Committing to a date's tough, especially this far.
And I think they've learned the lesson enough times with all their games. Yeah.
You mean with
But
all of
honestly,
the other games that they didn't make and that were terrible?
no, I mean like Red Dead 2 got pushed twice. GTA 5 got pushed once or twice. But I mean, a lot of AAA companies have the same issue, so it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I hope they make it.
Yeah.
I want to address a question in the chat. Ethan talked about ordering Postal 4 because Australia refused classification. That is true. They did refuse classification, but we have resubmitted it. We resubmitted Postal 4 a couple weeks ago. We had to make one little modification to our submission. We are currently waiting for them to get back to us. We are very confident that it will receive classification because last time they refused classification because of the crack den. The Civi's crack shop was called the crack shop. We changed that pretty quickly, but that's not enough. We had to actually do a full submission. So unless the board there finds something else they don't like, we are pretty sure Postal 4 will get R18 plus classification,
Yeah.
and then we'll be able to put it up on the PlayStation Store and back on
At the
Steam. And then once Postal 4 is approved, which we assume it will, we're going to resubmit Postal 2 as well. For those of you that know what's gone on, yeah, Postal 2 was refused classification back in like 2005, but that was before they opened up the R18 plus category. And then some government agency submitted Postal 2 for a classification, but not, I don't even understand the process, but they did some other form of it. And so there is a classification for Postal 2, but it's not titled Postal 2 and it wasn't awarded a certificate. So it's not an official classification. So we need to resubmit, which is a full submission, which is a huge fucking pain in the ass. But we're hoping to do that in the next few
At the end of
months.
the day, it's mostly just bureaucracy shit.
And
So
money we have to pay, hoping that
Yeah.
you know,
it's a mess, but we can figure it out, I
Yeah,
guess.
Ethan,
least we
yeah,
hope.
Postal 2 is not going to get a console port. The only way that happens is if we actually have the game remade in a newer engine. And I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it's just not happening right now. And just remember that while Postal 4 is on PlayStation pretty much uncensored, that probably wouldn't happen with Postal 2.
Yeah.
There's
It's,
just too much stuff in there that probably don't fly.
Yeah.
So
and literally, like, a lot of people think that we wouldn't, do the same thing all over again, but we would, absolutely. I mean, it's just because of those limitations that we can't do it. If you really, really, really want Postal 2 on PlayStation, you have to deal with that shit. Like, it's not PC. If it is on PC, that's a different story.
Yeah.
And we have no problem bringing back the terrorists, bringing back all the stuff that you love and that you think that we wouldn't do again. But we would definitely do that shit again. It's just limitations with the consoles, and
PlayStation
it's beyond
has
us. You know?
a objectionable content criteria list, and there's a lot of stuff that checks those boxes. So just assume that if Postal 2 ever came to PlayStation, it would be modified.
Yeah.
Sorry about it, but that's just the way it is. Let's move on to our fantastic fucking fan art segment.
Fart. Fantastic fucking fan art. Brought to you by Mike J's Bidets. A clean ass is a happy ass.
This week's fantastic fucking fan art is brought to you by Mi Huinzing19510 on Twitter. It looks like it's a little birthday for Papa Desi.
Yeah, this is by Honey Badger, a Chinese fan of ours, who has done a lot of stuff for us. And he's a really cool guy.
Yep.
It looks pretty dope. I like the art style. Very like Animal Crossing, like kind of vibe.
Yeah, it's
And-
super cute.
And this was posted right on Vince's birthday.
Happy birthday, Vince. And
Happy
thanks.
birthday.
Thanks for that artwork, Honey Badger. And if you want your art to be showcased on the podcast or in general, make sure you hashtag RWSArt on Twitter, and we might retweet it or showcase it on the show. Let's go back to these misaligned boxes. Yes, we know you don't have to tell us.
Just like
People
Picasso.
are asking if we're going to make one more doll of a different Postal character, which one? We do have some light plans for our next dolls. Potentially, we're looking at Gimp Dude, Larry the Crab, and one other mystery one that I'm not going to tell you about.
Oh yeah.
But
It's Pedrito.
It's
yeah,
Pedrito.
little boy Pedro.
He's
There
going
already
to go,
is a
"Oh,
Mike
yeah."
J doll. It's the Mad Cow one. So if you want me as a doll, get the Mad Cow one. It's the coolest doll
We
have.
should just make like an Alan Wake one, and they should thank us for doing it.
We'll just tell them it's something else, like that doll in Death Stranding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's not Alan
Definitely.
Wake. That's Matt Guel.
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 Yeah, they just say it's me. Yeah,
Yeah, that's not.
Matty boy.
It's not Alan.
it's not Alan. Someone from the team.
So we've got
so many people asking us
what?
if we're gonna do a collab with Dead by Daylight, which would be
No.
sick.
I've written them. They don't respond. The answer is ask them.
We got asked this so many times before. Yeah, we would
It's
love
very
to, but
simple. It's very simple, and this applies to literally every company. If you want to see a collab between that company and ourselves, you have to contact them. We are we contact people sometimes that they don't even get back to us because we are kind of a black sheep in the gaming community. So you know, if you really want to see, you know, a collab, you have to ask them, not us. Clearly, they don't listen.
Cheese's Crib said he saw someone do a cool concept for Postal Dude from the first game, and he thought it was really good. We already have one. We're not doing another one. Just because he doesn't have long, flowing locks does not mean it's not the Postal One Dude, okay? It's called the Classic Postal Dude. Go check it out on our website. And Ethan, yeah, you get the option to pick your Postal Dude voice right out the gate in Postal 4.
I mean, if people really, really want the classic one had an afro instead of the long hair, like the proper long locks. So the 3D model, that's how it looked. If you don't believe me, go back and play it.
For me to get Zach to say that, I had to actually tell him what Postal in Time meant. And so he had to do research on its Morbin time. And he thought it was very stupid.
Very.
It's
but,
Morbin time.
You know, it's Postal in Time.
But I think it's good. I think it's a good line.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not actually said in the game, just like it's Morbin time is not said in the movie.
Yeah, but it still got like a lot of popularity for some reason.
Morbius?
It's funny. Yeah,
even the
just
actors
because
know
of
about
that,
it.
Yeah, just
Like, the
because
whole
of the It's
cast-
Morbin time meme.
Oh, yeah. No, the movie sucked. I was going to say the movie sucked.
Yeah, no, the movie is shit.
Oh,
It just got
you know what I did see the other day was Fall Guy. The movie's pretty good.
Oh yeah, the Ryan Gosling,
The Gosling
action
movie,
man.
yeah, it's pretty good. I liked it.
I
It's
heard
an
things about
actor.
it.
Yeah, I think.
No, I
think
haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it's good. It's Gosling and Emily Blunt and Aaron Tyler Johnson and Hannah Waddington from Ted Lasso. It's good. It's good. It's funny. It's cheesy, but it's funny.
Nice.
Yeah, I think you guys should see it. It looks like we're looking at another giant conglomerate of crap in the gaming media. We can add a bunch of sites that don't like us under the umbrella of a major site that doesn't like us. IGN acquires Eurogamer, Game Informer, VG247, Rock Paper Shotgun, everything.
Yeah, they own quite the monopoly there.
Fucking Fox News.
I don't know exactly why they did that. Besides, you know, honestly, like, why? I wasn't already fan of some of these sites, but now under the IGN umbrella, it's gonna be even worse.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Gaming journalism as a whole is a fucking tragic right now.
Let's go over the recent history of why we hate IGN, aside from the obvious. Obviously, they trashed Postal 4, no big deal. We expected that. But there was a small mini documentary being made about us by the guy that wrote the book, the postal book, Brock. He did some video interviews with me and Vince and John, and he was putting this whole thing together for the release of Postal 4 on IGN, and the whole project was scrapped the week it was coming out because IGN shit on Postal 4 so hard they didn't want to release something that was a little bit puff PC.
Fuckers. Yeah,
Thanks,
that's kind of shit we
Ian.
deal with.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty fucking stupid.
Fucking stupid is
hold
another
on,
statement.
question. Ethan's asking about, he ordered Postal 4 overseas physically. Do you mean for PlayStation? If you ordered it for PlayStation or PC, either way, you're going to get the updates.
Yeah.
Because the updates will be pushed. to PlayStation.
Just if you get it on PS4, that's a different story. But at the same time, you still have a free upgrade for PS5 in case you really want the best versions of the game.
Yeah, and Threef, he said his friend still doesn't believe that Postal 4 is getting updated. Like, where doesn't he believe that? We've updated all versions of it recently.
Oh, even PS5,
Yeah,
even PS4.
PS4 got an update recently.
Even PS4.
so,
even.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Your friend's just fucking with you, or he's just stupid. So, Ethan, if you have a PS4, I highly recommend you obtain a PS5 at some point in the near future.
Because there are some things in Post 4 that just we cannot port to PS4. It's a very bad console. Just the upgrade to PS5 is free. I understand that buying the console isn't. Either way, there's the option.
Yeah, get yourself a PS5. You don't have to do it right away, but just know that you'll have a free copy of it in your account. So soon enough, you'll be able to play the true version of the console game. Windows 11 new AI feature will make screenshots of everything you do.
Great.
Yeah, you're gonna be able to disable it, so I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, it's not. I think by default will be on. But yeah. Basically the reason they are doing that is so you can backtrack to anything you're doing, pretty much.
Here's the shitty side of things. There are a lot of Windows functions, even on Windows 10, that you can disable, but after one update or after whenever they decide to, they just re-enable it. So how can we know for sure that if we disable it, it will stay disabled? That's a big issue. Like, this is a big security issue, even if they say it's all local. I don't give a shit if it's all local. If the hackers can access that, they will have easy access for a while, okay?
Yep.
So, not a good idea to upgrade to Windows 11, even if you disable that. It's a serious issue. It's a really bad.
Yeah, well, Microsoft's
honestly,
not known for all their security, so.
Oh no, they're bad.
See, look, Threef says he remembers when I told him to get a better machine to play Postal 4 because the one he had was too weak. Well, he got a better machine in late January. Good job, buddy. I'm sorry that your old one burned. I hope it didn't fuck anything up in your house. But I'm happy that you got a new PC. And I hope Postal 4 works better for you now. It should. Right?
I think at this point we should get the free panel.
I could, but then I have to. It'll take me minutes to adjust the fucking. Fine, here we go. Look, there. I'm on the 3-panel one. Let's see. Pedro, where's Pedro? Got to find Pedro. See, that's the thing. I can't do this on the fly. This is fucking ridiculous.
Oh,
can't believe
we got to get John as a producer for
I
our
can't believe
stuff.
Crazy Carl doesn't have a fucking
generator.
generator at his house. He seems like a doomsday prepper. Why wouldn't he have a generator at his house? This is not fun.
I don't
to do
know
on the
why.
fly. This is really not fun to do on the fly. And the second I finish this, Carl's going to come in. Watch.
That might happen.
Just fucking watch. This is me spending time on air
And I'm telling Carl not to join back now because if he joins, it's gonna be all over again. So
I fixed it. I fixed
there you
it.
go. It's fixed.
We're back.
Don't ever tell us that I don't do shit. Don't ever tell me I don't work. This is me working.
See, there you go.
Doesn't look great, but it looks better, and now you can see our faces again. Power will be back in a couple. If he comes in here, I'm gonna fucking boot him. I'm gonna fucking do it. Not because it's his fault, but because I just spent time doing that on air.
I just saw we got the free panel.
Valve's new game is called Deadlock. Come on,
Yeah.
guys.
They keep changing the name. It's the third time they changed the name of their game.
Come on, guys.
They went from Citadel to Neon Prime to Deadlock.
Actually, I would not be surprised if the original name of that specific game was
Half-Life 3.
Team Fortress 3. It looks like Team Fortress 3 in my opinion.
It's
So-
Dota and Team Fortress in one game with some BioShock Infinite in it. Yeah.
But
We'll see.
I mean,
It's still very, very alpha, very
Yeah.
early on. Nothing is done yet. I've seen like dozens of videos of it. I've seen the menu. I've seen everything. The UI is not done at all. It's just everything is placeholders. So yeah, it won't be out this year. No way. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely not.
I just wish they would fucking make another Half-Life already.
Maybe.
Half-Life
I
Alyx.
mean, Half-Life
Redux.
Alyx was a glorified trailer, so who knows at this point?
Yeah, but I want the sequel to Half-Life Alyx because at the end, well, I mean, spoilers, I guess. Is it spoilers now, or is the statute of limitations run out on that?
I mean,
No,
it's been
it's fine by
4
now.
years already.
Come on, let us play the next fucking part of the game. I don't care. if
It's
VR
actually
only.
crazy how it's been so long already since the last one, and the last one took forever to show up. So I don't know. I just find it crazy how every gamer has to play the waiting game, which is the hardest game we've all
Well,
been
and
playing.
if they're pushing VR so bad, they should just keep releasing games for VR.
yeah,
They
I
haven't
think
released
they will.
another VR
I'm
game.
sure they're working with a new one because their new VR headset is coming out soon. I guess the end of the year. So
They've probably thrown away 3 new games since then. They've probably spent millions of dollars and just trashed the games like they have over the years.
oh yeah.
I just hope they have a game ready for their new headset to like showcase the potential.
It's gonna just be more like workshop stuff, like where you play with the
Portal
robots.
VR.
Yeah.
Portal 1 in VR.
Let's make everybody violently ill with a Portal game in VR.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Twitter, because that's what I call it, is now going to be hiding likes, which is another brain dead idea by brain dead Elon Musk.
It has its benefits.
Yeah, it has some benefits, but
there are also negatives to that. It's
I
just,
see what it's gonna be. If you pay for Twitter, whatever it's called, premium, you're gonna be able to see the likes. If you don't, you don't see them. So
Yeah.
Very dumb.
Nowadays you gotta pay for everything.
I now have given this dickhead money. I drive a Tesla. Yes, I'm sorry. It happened. I'm not happy about it. But also, fuck him. The company is bigger than him.
At least you didn't get the Cybertruck. That would have been. If you
No.
did, I would tell you,
No.
Mike.
No,
I'm-
I think it's
you're-
fucking ugly.
I would just say, Mike, look, I love
It's
you,
Lara
and all, but
Croft-
holy
Lara
shit,
Croft's
man.
I
tits.
did. I've seen a couple of them lately. There was one at the dealership the other day in the shop, and then I drove by one at a stoplight the other day, and it is an ugly monstrosity of a vehicle.
It's horrible.
Like I
fucking
am as
disgusting.
big of a Blade Runner fan as you could have, and that car's fucking ugly.
It's not even good for what it's supposed to, which is off-roading. It's terrible for off-roading.
Yeah.
It's there's nothing good about it.
No,
Like
No.
there's no reason to own one.
and I think it only
anybody
looks
who does-
minorly better when it's wrapped.
Yeah,
Did you see Kid Rock's Cybertruck?
I did.
Fucking
Oh my God.
couldn't be any stupider making a fucking
Jesus fuck.
generally Cybertruck. Oh God,
Very
it makes
bad.
me annoyed that I even drive one of these things, but it is a nice car. does some cool shit, and no regrets, right?
No regrets.
Right?
Not yet.
Regrets.
Let's go on to our cool comment, bro. How about that?
Cool comment, bro.
This week's cool comment, bro, is brought to you by Vulture's Volumes on Twitter. He posted a picture of his CD digipack of the Postal Redux soundtrack that he obtained and said, "Got the greatest soundtrack ever."
Yeah.
The
Nice and easy.
usual
Simple
puck
as
on
that.
it, the nice penis on it.
Yeah. I did ship out a couple vinyls today. Just so everybody knows, those are limited edition for sure. So if you have a record player, if you don't, if you just want to collect stuff that we put out, things like the vinyl and the CD digipacks and obviously the physical PlayStation and Switch copies, when they're gone, they are probably gone forever. So if you're on the fence about one of those things, they're on sale right now. And they're not, if they're on sale at all, that's the most they'll ever going to be on sale because those things don't make a lot of money. The markup is very, very low. So grab your vinyl, grab your digipack, or grab your PlayStation or Switch copy of Postal, and then you have it. Also, just remember, cool comments can be found anywhere, on Reddit, on Twitter, on the fucking Steam forums, on whatever. So just make sure you're giving us some shout-outs, and maybe be funny, and then Pedro will find it, and maybe we'll put it on this little podcast here. Maybe.
Baby.
Microsoft is potentially preparing to buy Valve for $16 billion.
No, it's fake. It's debunked. It's not true.
Yeah, this is a rumor, and the reason why I kept it in is because this rumor has, it comes and goes, and I find it funny that people would actually believe that Valve would take such an offer, especially with Gabe Newell at the helm of Valve, because Valve right now makes infinite money with Steam.
Yeah.
And 16 billion, as much as that is, as much as we
It's
would love
nothing.
to have even a quarter of that.
A quarter?
It's not.
I'll
It's
take
it's
way
nothing.
less than a quarter.
Way less.
100th.
Yeah. So
1%.
as much as we would, as much as some people would like to believe that, it's not going to happen. Valve makes infinite money. They're not going to take such offers, and especially not for 16 billion, which is a lot.
I'd sell for 16.
It's taking you to space kind of money.
It would ruin
but it's still not enough.
Steam for sure. And it would probably completely fuck the game industry up. But
they will lots of layoffs, and we would never see Half-Life 3, and if we did, it would suck.
Yeah, it would.
And one of the reasons this rumor started is because because they will put Steam natively on the next Xbox. That is not a rumor. That's gonna happen. But so it started this whole like rumor treadmill, and then they went to they're gonna buy Valve. I'm like, no way, no. That's like 16 million is nothing. Is nothing at all. That's what Game Newell has in his like wallet. So I'm like,
I just realized something interesting. Can we imagine if actually Microsoft bought Valve? How they would delist our games, like the Postal games, because they don't like us? Would they no longer accept any other games from Runway Tears on
Possible
on Steam?
Possible.
I'm sure they will try to keep
Yeah.
Steam as much as it is, like the way it is, as much as possible, because it's working perfectly. It's been working for like years.
Yeah.
It would. We don't want that. Yeah, just no. We don't want that. We don't want Valve to sell, especially to Microsoft.
Yeah.
Bad. Let's not even talk about it anymore. It's putting it in the universe. Bad. Winamp has announced that it's opening up its source code. Do people still use Winamp?
People still use Winamp. I used it a lot back then. I don't use it
For
anymore,
what?
but this is actually pretty cool.
Like you have a bunch of MP3s on your computer that you listen to?
Not anymore. I listen most of my stuff on YouTube, not even Spotify.
So
just
what are you
on
using
YouTube.
Winamp for? What are people using Winamp for? To listen to their ripped CDs?
Good old days. I could still use Winamp if I needed, but yeah, it's pretty cool that it's going open source.
I guess.
Maybe people like the UI, like the retro vintage UI.
For what?
I'm not sure. I'm just fine with Spotify. I
Yeah,
just
You
use
know,
Spotify
I use Apple
all the
Music
time.
and Spotify. Why the fuck would you do anything else?
You know,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
it's offline. It's simple. It's good old days.
Of what though? You still
I
have to
understand
download your
perfectly.
music.
You can, but it's still. I personally not a big fan of
I guess this is
Spotify, but
like, why are people using record players? And then I fucking have one here now.
why do people still use?
You know what?
Yeah.
I've got this record player, and when I play music on it, I'm like, oh, cool. And then I walk away from it, and I'm listening, and then 4 songs later, I'm like, oh, I have to go flip the disc.
Yeah.
But record player is something you use to impress the girl when you bring her over. Like it's better than
All
Spotify
the
in that
girls that I
regard.
bring back to the office, I'm like, you want to hear my
You put
records?
the porn music.
You want to hear my
Yeah,
records?
look at my records.
Wow.
By porn records, you mean my Dr. Dre The Chronic record that I have here? I do.
No, you
I
put
have that.
the Postal Redux soundtrack, and they're like,
Ooh,
oh
and then they
yeah,
just
Mikey boy,
splooge.
yes.
It's
Oh.
their favorite album. Yes, they're like, can you play Temporomandibular Grind for me? And I'm like,
Can you
yeah.
flip
love
the
it.
record
I'm
for
like,
me?
also, I know the guy that made that song. I know him. I know
And
him.
it's very popular. Very fucking popular.
Very popular.
Very popular.
Nearly all Nintendo 64 games can now be recompiled into native PC ports to add proper ray tracing, ultra wide, and high FPS.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also proper save and like a lot, tons of different things. That is actually really cool. Like they started to do that with Majora's Mask, I think, or yeah, it was Majora's Mask, and it's pretty great. Like
Yeah.
it's pretty bonkers. I think just one guy did it. I might be wrong on that, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like people are gonna be able to like play their Nintendo 64 games pretty much like a normal PC game. That's pretty much what
Yeah.
it is.
That's kind of
It's cool. It's cool.
I'm not
Like,
one of those
imagine
people that like
playing-
needs to play those old games. I understand why some people do, but I don't even want
Yeah.
to.
Because it's one thing to emulate it, but to make it an actual PC, native thing, that's insane. That's a really good achievement. And Nintendo is probably not happy about it. I'm just hoping that this is as open source as possible so it can be spread easily and people it just becomes a norm rather than something that Nintendo can just take down. I guess we'll find out, but
I just hope that Nintendo one day, like, even though they already print money, that they know that if they put their game on PC, even if they do their own launcher, they will make so much money. So
I don't think they care.
they don't care now.
It's not even
at
like
all.
something they think about.
yeah, I
They
know,
don't give a
but
shit.
because in Japan no one owns a PC, and so already no one will play their game on PC. Even though it's changing, it's still not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't think it's like not even in their thought process. Except I guess it is because they shut people down all the time.
Yeah. Even
Yep.
Gmod mods, it's crazy. Those add-ons for Gmod, they're gone now.
Dude, if you put a drawing of Mario and Luigi kissing each other on Twitter, they will like they'll get mad.
Will China come down and butt fuck you for a picture of Mario and Luigi kissing Winnie the Pooh?
China.
Yeah.
China.
China.
Atari is acquiring Intellivision. Is that the fucking Tommy Tallarico thing? Is
I
that
don't
the
know, but
the
this is
family
some
fun
old shit.
entertainment home.
This is some really old shit. And I don't know, are they trying to remind us of the game crash from 82?
Probably.
I just find it fitting. I don't know. It's funny.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
I mean, I guess, like, let them acquire it. Who cares?
Yeah.
I
Yes,
care
I mean-
more about Valve not getting acquired.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
'Cause
If
then you
if
end up with
nobody
this
acquires Valve,
Embracer, you end up
it's
with this
fine.
Embracer style situation.
But please acquire us. They should acquire
We're
us.
for sale. We are for sale.
Yeah.
low,
Yeah,
low
if-
price tag of
Embracer
1%
is now
of
free
$16
companies.
billion. 1%, $16 billion.
Yeah.
We'd probably take half that, half of a
Yeah.
percent. Half of a percent. Yeah. That's enough. That's enough to make me go, fuck Postal, I quit.
Yeah.
Actually,
And then it's just Pedro.
Actually, you
Pedro's
can have it, but
promoted.
you have to keep me hired for a couple of years.
Yeah.
I do need a job. We're rolling at near the end of this, and I know Pedro had a little PSA he wanted to give here at the end. So, without further ado, here is Pedro.
Yep. I just wanted to say something. before we go offline, and I'll try to be as brief as I can. Some years ago, a family member of mine was diagnosed with a medical condition. Who this family member is or what the exact condition is isn't something I want to share out of privacy. However, what I can say that is relevant is the fact that it dawned on me some time ago that I would never be able to have a normal conversation with this person ever again due to that condition. With that realization, it also dawned on me that I could have taken more opportunities to be with this family member, and who meant so much to me and still does a lot. So many conversations, many activities, much time that could have been spent, all of it is gone now. And because of the moment I say something to this person, it will all be forgotten within minutes, sometimes even seconds. And the replies, unfortunately, make less and less sense every day that passes. Without what I'm saying right now, I'm not asking for any money or sympathy. The inevitable has already happened. It's a reality that I have to deal with every day. But the reason why I'm talking about this here is because it's not too late for some of you who are watching this podcast. I'm just asking those of you who are watching this right now to not take things for granted. Go hug your parents. Go spend time with your brothers, sisters, friends, even your animals. People who are relevant to you in any way and who helped you live in this life. Go give them the best appreciation you can, as many times as you can, because life is short and you can try to live it best without any regrets and take this lesson with you to ensure just that. I wish you all a good rest of the week, and thank you guys for joining today.
Thank you, Pedro. Well said. With that, I'm going to go spend the weekend with my wife's boyfriend at the lake. So give him a big hug for you.
Thank you.
Matt, thanks. Pedro, thanks. Carl, no thank you to you. Hopefully we'll get to another one of these within the next month and a half. Let's not wait this long. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Sorry about the gap. And make sure you get your shit on sale on our website. Those bidets, get them while they're hot. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.